Hi, welcome back to my channel. We are bringing insightful market analysis for the week, and we're looking at this week of January 25th to the 29th. Our analysis from last week was quite spot on for some of the pairs. We saw gold hitting and surpassing our targets, although we didn't get the follow through downwards. We had more of a retracement, and we just had to follow price action on a daily basis. We saw the pound dollar pair also retrace, and like I said in my last video, if you have good strategies to trade the pullbacks, um, why not? You could go ahead with that. And we had that small retracement into the downside before we had a huge rush to the upside. Uh, Same we had for the dollar yen pair and the dollar Canadian dollar pair. For some, we didn't quite get to targets, but price action is key. So it's based on what we get from price action. That's what we work with. So let's go to the charts and look at what this week is going to offer us. If you're new here, I'd like you to click the subscribe button and then the bell notification just beside it. And if you found useful content from my videos, why not click the like button? It shows support to my channel. Now let's go straight to the business of the day, and from what we have here, I'm looking at the pound dollar pair. And for this pair, what do we expect for this week? Let's look at the weekly so that we can do a top-down analysis. And from what we have here, we've had that move to the downside and a continuation upwards. From the price action here, what we have, the levels we've touched here, we've resumed that bullish movement with the pound dollar pair. Last week I said we were going to expect a slight pullback and a continuation to the upside because we're still bullish on this pair. And the week gave us a strong bullish move, although we got rejections up here. So from the price action, I still expect a pullback before we continue upwards, because if you check, we've only made a new high in the past 4 weeks, and the highs of the past 3 weeks, the price didn't quite close above that high, although we've had that more bullish pressure. The momentum has increased to the upside, but we didn't quite close above this. So I'm expecting some bit of pullback again with this pair before we go to the upside. Let's look at the daily so we get the clear picture. Now, looking at the daily, we see Friday's candle closed bearish and has left us a week to the downside. And from what the candlestick here tells us, we'll still have more bearish pressure. We'll see more bearishness as the week opens on Monday. I'll see some bit of bearishness that will take us down to at least up to the 1.36 handle. Take us down to the 1.36 handle when the market opens on Monday. So my take is just for us to look at that move downside, seeing price filling this week and going to as low as the 1.36 handle. So if you can use your strategies to trade this pullback again down to the 1.36 handles, which is even close to the midpoint of our Bollinger Band here. We also have divergence on the RSI here, and so telling us we still would have that move to the downside. So after this move, if we have a break and close below this 1.36 handle, and we have more bearish pressure, our next key level of support will be at the 1.35 handle down here, this point here, 1.35 handle, and that will be that for the pound dollar pair. Let's look at the euro pound pair. For this pair also, of course, this is a cross pair, and it does almost something like an inverse correlation. It has an inverse correlation to the pound dollar pair, the pound pairs basically. Now for this pair, what we have here, this is the daily. I was looking at having a move up to the 8940 area, but the price didn't quite get there before we had a move to the downside. And so we had a move to the downside. We didn't also quite get to the 0.86 area, which I looked forward to seeing price get to, which is this next key level of support. But what we had was a move to the upside. We, we, we tried to go lower, and price closed bullish. We can see something clear on the daily time frame. And this was this move we had there. We had this move to the upside, we traced downwards, and we've closed bullish on Friday. Now, what do I expect price to do here? I'm expecting price to come up into the, first of all, I'm expecting price to fill this week and close above the 0.89 handle. A break and close above this handle, just move into this area. This should be the 8950 area. Basically, that would be my next key level, or 8940 area. That would be my next key level of resistance. I'm looking forward to seeing price get to. If we really have that strong move, we'll see price get to the 0.8980 area, which is this next key level of resistance. But the momentum of price will tell us as the days go by during the week. But basically, I'm looking forward to move upwards to as high as the 0.8940 area. If we still have huge momentum to the upside, then we'll be looking forward to get to the 0.8980 area. The next I'll be looking at is the Aussie yen pair. And for this pair, we got quite a good move. I was looking forward to seeing price coming into this zone and go back to retest the highs. And we didn't quite get to the highs, but what we have here is a double top. I'm looking at the daily time frame now, and we had the move downwards, and we've had price go back to retest this broken resistance here, and we've closed bearish. And this is a bearish engulfing candle, and I'm expecting price to go to the downside. For this week, we'll be expecting, based on this price action here, we'll see price get to the 79.35 area or 79.40 area, which will be like aiming for the lows here, something close to the lows that we had for this past week. So that's what you look for to trade, is going lower to the 79.40 area. The next I'll look at is gold. And gold gave us quite some good profits. I was expecting a move to the upside first, but it just went to give us this move. It went low, first of all, and we had a retracement back into this zone, and we have this candle on Friday. Now, with the candle we have here on Friday, I'll be expecting more bearishness, because price would most likely fill this week to the downside. So we've seen, looking forward to seeing price get to as low as the 1831, 1830 range. That's 1830 range. And if we have huge momentum to the downside, we might see price go to retest these lows here, the 1801 handle. But I'll be bearish when the week opens on Monday for this pair, and I'll be targeting the lows on Friday, which is the 1837 area. That's quite a huge move. That's almost from where we had our close. That's almost a 200 pip move to the downside. I'll be looking forward to that move first of all, and let's see how low we could go with price. We could go as low as the 1830s area. If we have strong momentum to the downside, we can now look forward to retesting the lows here at the 1801 handle. The next I'll look at is the Canadian dollar pair. And for this pair, we had the move to the downside, and we had something like a hammer. We can call this a hammer, although we have a week on the hammer, which not our usual classic hammer though, but we have a hammer here, and we had divergence on the RSI, and we've had this huge bullish candle to the upside. Now, what do I expect price to do on Monday? First of all, if you look at the price action here, we see something like a wedge. Let me quickly see if we could draw that. Something that looks like a wedge here. Let me quickly pick my tools. Yep. Let's look at. Yep. Let's quickly look at that. So we have something that looks like a bullish wedge pattern. This also, yeah. So we have something that looks like a wedge pattern here already. So what are we looking for? Already we've seen huge rush to the upside. So most likely we're going to break this to the upside. Our next key level we are looking for to see price get to the 1.2830 area, and further upside to the 1.2950 area. Based on wedges, we know that we have a break. When we have a break out of the wedge, this is a bullish wedge, we'll be going as high as the beginning of the wedge, which is around this area, the 1.2955 area. So once you get that break out of this wedge, we'll be going up as high as this level. And from an Elliott wave point of view, this is we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move here. Have an extended extended third wave rather, and so I'm expecting price to come to the fourth wave 4 of the third wave, which is still around this area. So for electricians, you can use that. The next I'll be looking at is the dollar yen pair. Yeah. For this pair, what do we expect? I was expecting price to, we were quite spot on this, expecting price to come to the downside because we had a breakout build up to the downside, which we did. And we've seen price close bullish here. Just looking at the daily time frame, and with the formation of the candle we have here, this looks like a flag pattern. Yep. And Friday's candle is it's a bullish candle, and we're expecting more bullishness on this pair. We could see price go up as high. We'll break out of this. We'll break out of this flag pattern here. See price go up to test the 104.49 area. If we have good bullish move to the upside, we could go up as high as the 105 handle. We could go as high as the 105 handle here. So that's my take for this pair. It's just to see a breakout of this flag pattern up to get as high as the 104.49 handle. If we have strong momentum to upside, we're going as high as the 105 handle. Somewhere in between these two key levels here. And the last I'll be looking at is the euro dollar pair. And for this pair, let's look at the weekly for this one, so I have a bird's eye view of what the market is going to do. Yeah, what we have here is more like a piercing candle. Could say piercing. Yep. We might see a move to the upside, but let's look at the daily. Let's be sure what we're seeing here on the weekly. On the daily, what we have here is price has closed below this recent swing low here, and we are like retesting it. And Friday's candle shows us reduced momentum here, and I'll be looking for a retest of these lows. And the low here, the swing low here is at 1.2053. That's 1.2055. So I'll be looking for a retest of these lows first of all. But if we don't get that, if we have if you see price react around this 1.2125 area, we're looking to seeing price go to the upside. But from the price action I'll be expecting price to at least retest the lows or make a new low, which could see us go to the 1.20 handle. We could see a price make a new low, going to the 1.20 handle based on the price action we have here, because we have a reversal based on this price closing below this recent swing low. So with what we have here, we should see that move to the downside at the 1.20 handle here. That's my take on this. But first of all, you could trade to the most recent swing low here, and with good momentum to the downside, you could now look forward to trading or setting your targets at the 1.20 handle. Well, that will be that for this week. Also remember, the views I put out here are my views of what the market is going to do. It's my personal view, and I intend this to be for educational purposes, basically. And I believe you found these videos beneficial to your trading. Please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you're new to this channel, and that way you'll be notified as soon as I upload new content. So with that said, that with that for this week, keep trading safely and use your plan and make the profits. I'll see you in the next video.